I'm Harry.
And I'm Richard, your favorite Richard.
The best Richard.
Mm-hmm. Big old shiny Richard.
You know it's Dead Decks when we talk like that.
Yeah, buddy, it is. Dead Decks. Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Yeah.
I can do 2 minutes of anything.
Can you?
No.
Today, we are talking about how to play Cycles of Moss. Harry almost fucking fell over here.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it, well, we're going to do another video that we should be posting first, I assume.
Yeah, I'll post it first.
Do an overview of the game. There's what serves as the front of the pack when you buy these. Cycles of Moss, Swords and Tomes. It's the first set, just came out recently. If you want to know more details about it, watch the other video, because this one is for how to play. So
Yeah.
I will show off some of these for just a little bit, because I want you all to be able to see the art better than we could show in that other video. This is an example of what they look like. I freaking love this aesthetic. That is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know exactly how you describe this or what kind of art style you call it, but I think it's great. Very sharp looking, and they have a border, but they're basically full art. The art's so big.
Yeah.
I love that one. That's a bigger piece of art you can actually get on a playmat giant pad thing from their website. So there you go. There's what these things look like. They are freaking cool. So let me grab one and talk you through what's on the card real quick. For non-play related mechanics and things, that's your border. I didn't say what it was yet, Harry. You're off my nuts. So that indicates rarity based on color. Gold is rare, blue is common, gray is uncommon, and I just did it out of order just to be fun. That's uncommon, that gray.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to see.
Yeah, I think I sleeved all the uncommons, so one of these will be shiny and one ain't. If you can tell it. That's blue, that's common. And that's gray, that's uncommon.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, it's close.
Yeah.
But I don't think the intention here is to be as much about collectability, although they do have rarity and chase cards. So,
Yeah.
So that's what that is. This is your player color. These are all two-sided identical cards except for that, because in the game you'll be flipping over cards and taking control of them on the board. So there's your blue player and there's your red player. It's obviously a two-player game.
I guess the dots at the bottom represent the highest number on the card.
No, they're actually, so this is called star power.
Okay.
It does in some way indicate strength. Generally, higher star power has higher numbers. Higher star power? They do actually literally have higher numbers. I just remembered the total is, because I've actually done the math, punched all these into a spreadsheet and crunched the numbers. Because that's how I operate. There's actually a fixed number equivalent of the total of these compared to the number of stars. And I believe, if I recall, it was one star has 10 as the total, or 8. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I think is how it goes. So this is 5-star. That's 14. So yeah, maybe 6. Yeah, 6 to 14. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. That's what it is. So 1-star card would only have a total value printed up here of 6. So they basically do represent strength, but it also is in deck building. You can only have 3 of each in your deck. In each round, you can only play with 1 of each other star power. So they're central to deck building and round play. Then, of course, you have the numbers, which I'll show you what those mean here in a minute. But that's really it for what's on the cards. Clean, simple, aesthetic. So there's 2 modes of playing the game. There's casual and standard. Casual is just basically rolling die to compare numbers of cards, which I'm about to show you. And standard, I'll explain that later.
And they have all this on the website, right?
Yeah, they do. Yep. This is a quick skim just to show you how simple this really is. And if you haven't heard of the game, to show you that it's out there. And that it's cool. If you want to check it out, just Google Cycles of Moss. It's on Tim Kaminsky's website. They're selling it. He's the artist for the game, and they're using his existing site to sell the product. So you can go buy some. They still have more of this initial print run out there. So deck building, you have 15 cards. You have 3 of each star power, the 1 through 5. That's what makes up your 15. That's really all there is to it. I already mentioned that star power basically equals card strength. So for each round, to start off a round, you select 5 cards, 1 of each star power to go in your hand. That's all you're going to get for the round. It's played in best 2 out of 3 rounds, so whoever wins 2 first wins the game. So for a turn, I'm going to say that I'm red player. We've already decided that, and I'm going to lay this one down. So, Harry, you can lay down a blue one.
Blue.
Blue.
I'm going to come in hot.
Oh, you're coming in 4 to my 5. So, there's your blue die. There's my red die. I got a 5. It fell off a little. He got a 3. So, his 4 is the one touching me. He rolled a 3, so that's a total of 7. My 5's the one touching him. I rolled a 5. That's a total of 10, so I won. He was the attacker, though. I was the defender, so I don't flip his card. You only flip the card if you win as an attacker, unless the abilities of numbers tell you otherwise, which I'll get to later. So now it would be my turn. So I'm going to lay down a red 5. That probably is a dumb move because I'm exposed. I'm in the dead center and he can come at me from any angle, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's the kind of strategy that's in the game. Oh, you'd think like that. I'm floating this 1 and 2 out here to be smacked around. All right, so I want to roll my 5 plus 3 got an 8, and 2 plus 4 got a 6. I win again, and I actually get to flip them this time because I was the attacker. Look at me controlling the whole board.
I'll get you now.
So that's how the game goes.
Yeah.
You want to roll again, do you? You want to beat me?
Not too.
So you do that until the grid is full. The person who went second is always going to have a card left in their hand, and that automatically counts as one of your cards you control. So there are some means for breaking ties, both on rolls and on an individual round. But I'm not going to do all the details of the game. It's more of a quick look how easy and cool this looks. The victory condition is you have the most controlled cards on the board. So counting the one in your hand if you're player 2, and that's it. That's really all there is to the casual mode. So standard adds just enough complexity to be awesome that all numbers have an ability. So I'm not going to go through all of them because they're also on the rules on the site, but most of them are of the sort of if you win the roll, something cool happens. A couple of them, though, actually let you do cooler things than that, or systematically win a battle. So a 0 says that it wins against a 6 unless your opponent rolls a 6. So they roll 1 through 5 in a 0 against a 6 match, you win by default. Pretty powerful. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 are all of the sort of if you win, something cool happens. 6 has a powerful. I am going through them all. Didn't even say. I said I wasn't going to, but 6 can morph into any other number. So if you decide you really want to try to use the ability of 1 or 2, you can do that, and then it'll flip back after that battle's over. 2 is the only number that has an attacking and a defending ability. So on defense, if 2 wins, it will flip the card. It's the only one that'll flip a card when it's a defender. 4 is like detonate. If you flip a 4 and you win, you can flip another 4 somewhere else and then fight. But I am going to stick with not doing any more. That's enough. But it adds just enough complexity that this is a super simple game. We can teach anybody in just a couple minutes. You would have to figure out those, memorize them and reference them for a minute, figure out the abilities. And you can actually build a deck, even though you're just talking about a 15-card deck. You can certainly strategize. If you want a 4 deck and you want to try to use that detonate ability as much as possible, you can certainly do that. You can look for all the cards that have the most 4s in different positions, and you can even change your strategy by round. So you could say, I'm gonna have a last chance miracle deck. If I get behind, I'm gonna one round have a bunch of 1s, which has a really powerful ability. You could do that, and your other 2 could just be high numbers. You could start off straightforward. First 2 rounds, do mostly high numbers as much as you can get them. But they do have that built-in balancing of they made sure that all these numbers add up to the same total depending on the star power. So no one card is insanely strong. They're going to be strong in different locations.
Yeah.
So that'd be something to think about in deck building too. Like this is strong left to right, but weak numerically up and down, not counting any abilities. I really like a game where they can pull off the super simple to learn and teach, but has quite a bit of strategy when you actually sit down to think about it and play it.
Show off your super rare promo, or not promo, well.
Yeah, I
promo
forgot
too.
that in the beginning. So the card has 72 sets. The card game has 72 cards in the first set. There are only 2 foil cards. So this is the first one. This is basically a promo. You get this only by ordering the starter sets through their website, which you should do because this is cool. But that's the first one.
That's a pretty wicked card too,
Yeah.
power-wise and the way it looks.
Yeah, that is wild. Yeah, the number distribution is awesome. And then this is my lucky ass ordered the starter set. The cheap one was $20. It only had 4 packs with it. This is the 1 in 50 pack card that they have. This is the chase card. And I pulled it out of the second pack I opened out of the 4. So I'm a lucky ass, but I'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the cube, I think. Maybe it's existential cube. I don't remember. Something cube, hypercube. I don't know. They do have a full card list with all the names of the cards. I've seen people really complain about the names. I saw some commenter somewhere say it was a terrible oversight. I don't think it was an oversight, but I don't think they forgot cards normally have names. I think it was just a design choice.
Yeah.
They look clean.
Yeah, it keeps it from being muddled when you really don't need card names in this. It's all, if you're a collector, sure. But
Yeah. Yeah, when you're playing, they don't really matter. It's only if you're discussing strategy and things. Yeah, I like decks with this X card in it. Well, okay, there's no real easy way to refer to it. But
you can refer to it as a number, though.
But I love this whole clean, stripped down mechanic.
Yeah.
I'm fine with the absence of a name. Don't care about that. I don't want to sit there and talk about strategy anyway. I'd rather be secretive about it and kick their ass in the game. So, yep. So I guess that's it. That's how you play. Pretty quick. 11 minutes. There's these sexy ass cards. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, Harry. We might break down and do an actual game or two. Shit, we could probably do 3 rounds pretty damn fast in time.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, how we do then?
Good enough.
Shit, yeah, buddy, we did.